show any increase in noise. Has that been resolved?
No, that will be something that particular group that I do not attend will be dealing with, and I'm sure that they will be robust in making sure that it is resolved. Yeah.
Could you tell us anything about night flights? There seems to be some figure about like 6.5 hours constituting night and 4:30 being the landing.
We had a presentation on night flights at our last meeting, and for the life of me, I cannot. It's something that it's quite complicated, because if you take one from the back end, you get it. Yeah, if you take one from the night, you get one.
That's correct. I'll probably go and answer that.
I think it would be very useful if you do that. If you do that, I'll just say something about a letter from the CAA to Heathrow.
Can I just ask one quick question?
Yeah.
WebTrack used to be a 24-hour delay, so you couldn't actually see what was happening today. You could see what happened 24 hours previous.
It is a 20-minute delay.
Okay.
Right. But when X-Plane starts, you better go back 5 years, which is a real departure, because you can go back 6 months on WebTrack, so you can never really find out what's changed. So I think that's a big positive.
So what I meant by night flights, though, was noise travels further at night. Is that taken into account in this model?
I don't think it does. I had this conversation with the noise experts at Heathrow about cloud cover, and that doesn't attenuate. It's just I think that what is true, that in the night it's quieter, so you have a lower background noise level, so you might think it's noisy.
Okay, you finished overall?
After you've answered that question, I'll come back to one last thing.
What's the question? I've forgotten.
Well, night flights. Is it? There's a 6.5 hour period is classed as you can be respite from it.
I'm thinking on the hoof at the moment. It goes from about 11 p.m. through to 6, right?
Yeah.
I think there used to be a lottery as to the exact time the landing wheels hit at 6 a.m. from certain flights, right? The first one that gets in. However, they move some of the quotas, and also the quotas are changed by the type of aircraft that's in use, because they are quieter. But I was going to come back to you later with another application by Heathrow that they put through, so I'll answer that, and that varies again the night quota. But so, do you have something to finish?
I'll just point out the first landing at Heathrow is at 4:30.
Yeah. Oh yes, I'm very aware of that.
Yeah.
Okay, David, quickly.
Yeah, I just went through 2 other things. You may not be aware, certainly this the Aviation Forum through Chris made representations to the CAA on their consultation on changes to the airspace change process. The results of that have been published, and there were a couple of fairly innovative things that were included in it. One was that there should be a right of appeal, and the second one was a proposal which was actually made by Helios, who worked with them on this consultation, that there should be a sort of oversight committee. From the council's point of view, it would be an overview and scrutiny panel that would challenge the CAA. Both of those have not actually got through to the end of the process. However, so are we surprised? Not really. But Andrew Haynes wrote to, and it's in the public domain, thank you Lily for sending it to Heathrow, just spelling out what their expectations are from Heathrow as they go through this process to eventually get a 3rd runway. And it talks about the importance of engaging with local communities. And what they're really saying here is that our understanding is that although the government is clear about its goals on cost, this must not be at the expense of communities. Some of those concerns will relate to compensation, others will require changes to operating practice, and for community participation in airspace change, that will be required. So they are setting out their stall, but what it actually means at the end of